I'm State Representative Sheryl Delozier with the 88th District in Cumberland County, and primarily the drive behind this is something that a lot of times, and I'm a member of the Reform Caucus because there's so many different things that we have to take a look at. But the bottom line is this issue only comes up every 10 years when the census comes to fruition. So this is an issue that every 10 years, then we hear that the process is broken and we need to fix it, and then we move on with many other things that we have to do with our state, and this kind of falls to the wayside. What I am glad to do, heard a lot of, I am a part of this particular district, and while we are very well represented by Lou Barletta, the congressman that works very hard for the areas in which he represents, it is also a stretch, and he does represent a very, very long district, and he says he has to drive through his whole district to get home, which is true from Washington. But the end result is that there's a better way to do this. And I know after the last census and the last redistricting, that is what I heard from my constituents, and that is why I'm glad to be a part of this bipartisan, bicameral, as was mentioned, because I think it's important that we do have both Republicans and Democrats, that we do have senators and representatives involved in this process, and everybody. We talk about getting the politics out of redistricting. Now, I don't know necessarily if all politics can be removed, because this is a process where we deal with elections. Elections are at their base political, but the end result is still a fairness and an openness to the voter. The voters do want to have that voice. They do want to be a part of the process. They do want to feel they understand the process and respect the process, because in the end, they do have to have, they are represented by us. And so therefore, I'm glad to be a part of it. I think a lot of the discussions that we have can only be a positive discussion, starting it early. As the senator mentioned, it is a long process to make any changes, and it is good that we are starting to be able to do that, and we're doing that now, and not waiting till the next census and saying, oh, we really need to do something about that. So I think that it's a good start. I think that we have to have open conversation, and I'm glad to be a part of both the Reform Caucus as well as this conversation on redistricting, and look forward to the positive results. Thank you.